Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know, guys. Hello everyone, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Hello everyone, hello. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening. So, how was your day, guys? Please let me know. How was your day, guys? Please let me know. All perfect. That's great. Amazing. Good. Okay, that's great to hear, guys. That's great to hear. Watch Jojo. I haven't seen Jojo up till now. That is on my bucket list. Let's see when I get time. I have not even seen One Piece as well, so I have to give some time right over there. I just started out with what is its name? I forgot the name itself of the book. Jujutsu Kaisen. I just started with that little series, but yeah. So I haven't been able to complete it. Full Metal Alchemist, again, no man. One Punch Man, of course, everybody has seen One Punch Man. Only person who asked me how was my day, no issues in that, man. Yeah, I feel as if nobody asks me about it. Okay, is this a platinum chain? No, of course not. I don't put my money. I just got it as a gift from one of my friends. I was like, hey, let's wear this. It looks badass on me. Like, hey. I was like, hey, dude, let's wear it. Okay. Now, after saying that, how was my day? Nobody's asking if somebody's asking me, man. That is not good. Okay, that is not good. Okay. Have you seen Hunter x Hunter? Of course, I've seen Hunter x Hunter. It was great. MAH, Dr. Stone, of course, both of them I've seen it. Dr. Stone, I've even completed its manga as well. With One Punch Man, I'm with the manga right now, so that is also good. Uh, Thank you. One of my friends used to watch that. He always suggested me to watch it, but I never got the time. But definitely, that is also in one of my to-do lists. Let us try to make sure that we are able to watch that as well. Welcome to Demon School, Iramakan. Okay, of course. 5X family, of course. DB is there. DB is DBGT, DB. All these I've already seen. AOT, of course, amazing. My internet went off. I'm with a neighbor's internet. So did you just did you know the neighbor's internet, or have you taken my basic question is, have you taken the approval from the neighbor itself? Okay. Demon Scares, Slayer, yeah, of course. That is also something that I've already seen. Blue Lock, no, not yet. Have you seen that anime? I would suggest this anime to everybody. Um, uh, Tokyo Revengers. Okay, Tokyo Revengers. That's a good anime. If you guys have some time, do watch it. God of High School is also great. God of High School is also great. So I watch a lot of anime. Watch a lot of movies. I hear a lot of songs. Uh, I try my best to do as much as possible. Okay, that is my main point. Okay, so I'm able to see that the video is lagging, I guess. So it's not, it's just lagging for me. No issues in that. Okay. Okay, so can you guys let me know what have we studied in our yesterday's class? Can you guys let me know what have we studied in our yesterday's class, guys? Please let me know. Can you guys let me know what have we studied in our yesterday's class? Please let me know, guys. Functions. Okay, we studied about functions. That's great. So today we will be starting off with our basics of backend development. Okay, my aim in today's class is to cover two things. First, to make you understand why we were writing our code inside of a browser. Okay, what was the reason for that? Why are we using console? Why are we using sources? Why not VS Code? Why not Atom? Why not any other IDEs? Why not an online compiler? Why are we using the browser to write our code? That is will be the first thing that we'll be studying, guys. The second thing that we'll be studying in today's class will be your terminal commands. Okay, terminal commands. So, will that be fine, guys? Please let me know. So, these are the two things I want you guys to know in today's class. Uh, Will that be fine, guys? Please let me know. Will that be fine, guys? Please let me know, guys. Today we get the answer. Why are we using the console for the past 3 days? Okay, guys, so let's get started with today's class. I hope that you are as pumped as me. If you're not, just like do some push-ups and then come back. Looking at my belly, you will be easily able to identify that I don't work out at all. This is all the coffee that is working for me. Okay, so let's get started. So first we'll start off. So I'm not able to see your, actually I'm not able to see your live chat right now. So give me a second so that I'm able to figure out how to see your live chat. Give me a second, guys. Let me figure out how to see your live chat. That is really important for me. I'll just open it within my phone itself. Give me a second. I'll just open up your live chat within my phone for right now. Let me open up YouTube. Let me go into subscriptions. I've subscribed to my own channel. That is the first particular thing that I've done while creating the channel itself. One subscriber. Sure as enough. The second subscriber, I made all my parents and my brothers to sign up for it. They have unfortunately unsubscribed me for some reason. Okay, no issues in that. So let's get started with our first and the biggest question for today, guys. The first and the biggest question for today is why? Why are we using? Why do we require? Okay, why were we using console? Why are we not using anything else at this particular point of time? Okay. Um, some unknown messages are coming from DevTown. Should we trust them? Aditya, if it is coming from DevTown and it most probably it will be true. Okay, if the links and everything, just look into that. If they're using the DevTown name, that will be us itself, most probably. Okay, so let's get started. Oh, Mandi, congratulations, and I hope that you'll be having a blast from today. Okay, so let's continue from right over here, guys. Okay, the first thing, let us try to understand that. Let's assume that this is your Earth. Okay, think about it. Okay, whatever I'm saying to you, just imagine it. Okay, just imagine it. This is your Earth right over here. Okay, this is your Earth. Earth. Earth has a layer of atmosphere around it. Okay, you guys will be like, why the fuck is he teaching us about geography and everything? Okay, we already know about it. But let's just, for the fun of understanding the concepts, okay, I'm taking up an example that almost everybody will be able to understand. Okay, so right over here, this is the atmosphere, ATM or atmosphere. It's not the ATM that is not your father. Okay, so it's basically atmosphere right over here. And let's assume that this is you. Okay, this is you right over here. Just a happy guy on earth, and you are like, yay, I'm having it, I'm loving it, I'm able to live. So as long as you are on the planet Earth itself, inside of this atmosphere, you will be able to survive. You will be able to learn data science. You will be able to learn full stack web development. You will be able to land a great job. Okay, so you will be on top of the world, right? Rohan has said it correctly. So you are enjoying your life. You are able to live peacefully. So this is JavaScript basically. Just think about it. JavaScript, okay, just think about it. JavaScript is a programming language, right? JavaScript is a programming language. If it was able to execute beyond the browser as well, okay, if it was able to execute beyond the browser as well, then it will be able to take your files from your computers, upload it to the internet. It will be able to see all your pictures that are there on the computer. It will be able to go through every dirty secret that you have downloaded and kept into your computer itself. It will be able to see all your banking passwords. It will be able to see all your IDs and everything. Do you want that at any particular point of time? Do you want that at any particular point of time? Please let me know. So those students who are registering for the 1 month guaranteed internship, you have to complete your registrations before 19th. Okay. You waste too much time in cats and coke and faltu talks. Please utilize our time. We are giving you our valuable time. Rishabh Shoni, your time, if you feel that your time has value and I'm not able to provide you value right over here, you can just leave the class. I'm not holding you hostage. Am I, Rishabh? So from today onwards, this particular person is Rishabh. In his own delusional world. This is Rishabh right over here. So you don't want JavaScript to be able to get the access to your computer itself. That is the reason why. Okay, that is the reason why JavaScript is placed in a jail where it is able to execute and where it is able to work, where it is able to do everything. Okay, where it is able to do everything inside of the browser itself. Okay, inside of the browser itself. Okay, it is not able to do anything outside of it. Okay, it is not able to get, okay, it is not able to get inside of the computer and access your files or something like that. Okay, access of your files or something like that, it cannot do that because it cannot execute itself, it cannot execute itself, it cannot work inside of your computer. It can only work, okay, it can only work inside of the browser itself. Okay, inside of the browser itself, guys. It cannot work. Okay, it cannot work outside of. Shubham saying you can just leave the class. Nobody's holding you a hostage. Okay, let's do one thing. Okay, to make it very clear, I will just send off these names to my peers itself. Shubham Singh and Rishabh, right? I'll just send out the names to my peers. I'll make sure you are not able to get your certificates. Okay, so you can just, if I was holding you a hostage due to the certificates, let me clear that for you. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Okay, so it is Shubham Singh. Okay, and who else? Just give me 2 minutes, guys. I just need to make sure that some of the people are brought to their senses. So ADMIN admin at devtown.in. We will mend the subject block certificates. We'll put down the names as well. So Shubham Singh. Then you are having the second particular person. Give me 2 minutes, guys. Sometimes it's much more important to just make people understand that sometimes it's better to close your mouth rather than opening up. I'm a very normal guy in that little sense. Rishabh Soni. RISHABHSONI. SONI. So done. Even my time is getting wasted, right? I'm working in the entire morning. I'm earning 90 lakhs from right over there from my job. I'm doing this for free. The same thing that I'm doing it for a non-profit organization itself. Why should I do this? Okay, I can just go home and rest and enjoy. Like I'm doing this because I enjoy it. I love teaching. I like to come. I like to talk to people. I love to teach. I'm doing it. Okay. So if you think that your time is getting wasted because you are bound to a certificate, I remove the certificate right over here. Now you can just enjoy right over there. Okay. There's no issues. Okay. So let's continue from right over there, guys. Sorry that you felt as if I wasted your time. Okay. So right over here, as you are able to see, this is JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript is logged behind this browser. Okay, JavaScript is logged behind the browser itself. It cannot execute itself inside of your computer. And that is the reason why if you try to code JavaScript directly inside of your computer itself, if you code JavaScript directly inside of your computer, it won't work because it does not provide it the necessary environment to actually exist. Okay, actually exist. Let's try to understand it from a sense of what we actually know. Rishabh on the planet Earth. Okay, Rishabh on the planet Earth is able to live. It is able to enjoy. Okay, think about the atmosphere as the browser. Think about the atmosphere as the browser itself. The let me just write it down here. This is the browser, BROWSER, and this person is basically JavaScript. Okay, this person is basically JavaScript right over here. Uh, 9-0, man. I'm a software engineer. I'm a full stack engineer. I worked at Google. By the even when I was working at Google, my salary was 60 lakhs per annum. Why would I be demoted? Okay, so right over here, JavaScript, okay, that is there, is basically living inside of this browser, and everybody will be able to enjoy, everybody will be able to learn from right over here. Okay, they will be able to work inside of this browser itself. As soon as I'm removing him, as soon as I'm removing JavaScript and putting it up inside of the space, okay, this is space, okay, SPACE space, okay, that is there around the planet Earth. Or let's assume that this is the computer itself. This person will immediately die. Okay, okay, let me just Okay, this particular JavaScript will immediately die out over here. Okay, this JavaScript will immediately die right over here. It won't be able to survive because there is no browser to help him survive. Browser provides the necessary environment. The earth provides him with food and water. The browser provides with him air and itself. So all this the JavaScript needs, okay, to survive, and that is all that is provided by the browser to it. As soon as I'm removing JavaScript and putting it up directly inside of the computer, trying to work it out directly inside of the computer itself, it will die right away here. Okay, it will die right away here. And that is the reason why we started with coding inside of the browser. We started with coding inside of the browser. The IDEs won't help you guys out. The IDEs won't help you guys out. You will have to install a lot of things to help JavaScript function. Let me explain that to you as well. How can I make sure, okay, how can I make sure that my person survives in the space? Just think about it. If you want to go to space itself and survive, what is the stuff that you actually need? Can you guys let me know? What is this? If you want to survive inside of the space itself, what do you require? That's right, you need space suit. You need a space suit, guys. So what you need is basically a space suit. So you can put this particular person inside of a space suit that looks something like this. So this is the space suit that I put this particular person in. Now he will be happy. He will be able to survive inside of space as well. He will be able to survive inside of space as well. Okay, because he has been given a space suit. The space suit itself, okay, the space suit is itself what Node.js is. The Node.js provides the person with all the necessary stuff, okay, all the things that are essential for JavaScript to survive inside of your computer. So even if you are using an IDE, your JavaScript won't work without Node.js being present inside of your computer. With Node.js being present inside of your computer. Also, spacesuits have a lot more additional features. It has a rocket booster as well at the end to help you navigate inside of space. It has a small rocket booster inside of the spacesuit as well to navigate inside of the space. Now, that is not something that you had when you were on planet Earth. You did had a rocket booster to navigate inside of the atmosphere. But some additional features are also getting added using this particular spacesuit. Okay, and that spacesuit itself is Node.js. Okay, is Node.js. So Node.js is basically a technology that gives your JavaScript an environment. Okay, an environment. It provides it with all the necessary tools, all the necessary things that it requires to survive, to execute. Okay, and that is the reason why up till now we were just using the browser to do JavaScript because you had no idea about Node.js. And if I hadn't told you guys how to use the JavaScript inside of browser, you will never know how JavaScript is actually, how can you use JavaScript inside a browser? Okay, browser has everything for it to work, but how to use it, you won't be able to understand. And that's the reason why we just learned that first, and then this particular analogy right over here to make you guys understand why Node.js is important. Okay, why Node.js is important, guys, and how can you make sure that your JavaScript works inside of the computer itself. Okay, inside of the computer itself. That's the reason why these examples and everything, it might look funny to you, but it will help. See, everybody is not of the same mental level. Okay, even for me, these topics are very basic. For me, it's like it's okay, but I love to teach, so I try to make some things out, okay, some new topics out in a new way that most of the people are able to understand it. So that is the case, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? What is the use of Node.js? Of course, we'll be learning Node.js, we'll be learning the technology, be doing it practically as well. But first, we need to understand the basic concepts. If you don't understand the basic concept, then there is no use of going further with it. Okay. Somebody is asking any tips for getting into a Google company. Do you want a tip for getting into Microsoft, Amazon, and Google? Do you want a tip? I can give you a tip, guys. I can just give you one tip. Do you want it? If you let me know, I will just tell you right now itself. And this tip will work 100%. Okay, if you're doing this, it will work 100%. You want that tip right now. So the tip is very simple. Every single company, the first first round of live interview, and before that the coding round is there. Okay, first there is a coding round, then there is the live interviews. Now in this coding round, these companies don't create questions. Okay, in this coding round they don't create these questions, guys. Okay. um Okay, I think so. Vaibhava Kumari has no idea, but this is free. Okay, we don't charge any money for it. We do it for free because we like teaching. You want to see something like we get like 10,000 rupees out of YouTube for organizing these classes. That today I have spent 10,000 rupees on my food itself. Okay, so we really don't care about the money aspect out of it. What we do is, because I love to teach, I've been teaching on this channel for the past 2.5 years itself. That is how we do it. You still feel it is unnecessary, you can just skip the video. You don't have to be here. Okay, so again, I'm explaining you. If you want to say, see, it doesn't affect me at all. People say that that is the work of people who don't have brains, who always find negatives in things. They'll never appreciate what you do in life. And these are the kind of people that we want to identify as well. Dekho, Sikho, look at these guys and learn that these guys are the irrelevant portion of your life. Just make sure that whatever you are able to do, provide value to the other person. Okay, nothing else. So the tip is very simple, guys. If you want to get into Microsoft, they take up all their questions for the online coding round directly from a platform called as CodeChef. Okay, so start solving questions from CodeChef immediately. They give questions directly from there. CodeShip is one of the best platforms. It is free, there's no cost. One of the best platforms to practice competitive programming as well. The second particular thing is for Amazon, they give direct questions from Lead Code. Again, Lead Code is also a free platform. Don't pay for it. Okay, it's a free platform. Okay, just go there, practice as many questions as possible. They give direct questions from Lead Code in their online coding test. Direct questions. And when, okay, for Google, please keep this particular statement in mind. Okay, please keep this in mind. Otherwise, the next particular time that you will be beating me, you will say that coding bekar hai, I don't like coding, it's shit, and I want to leave this entire thing itself. So please listen to this statement absolutely clearly. If you are good at Lead Code, if you're good at Code Chef, after practicing for almost 6 months on Lead Code and Code Chef, okay, at least 6 months on Lead Code and Code Chef, then go to a platform called as Code Forces. That is one of the toughest platforms on in the entire world. It's not easy. It took me almost 2 years to reach to that level where I was able to go on Code Forces and solve questions. Okay, it will take you a lot of time, but if you are able to solve questions via CodeChef, you're guaranteed, almost guaranteed, that you'll get into Google. You'll get into Google. It's almost guaranteed. Okay, so these three platforms are what we train our students on as well, because again, we want to make sure that they're getting the best placements. But these are the three tips that I can give you guys right now. Make sure you are using these three tips properly. There are other companies as well, like almost 60-70% of the companies will directly be giving their questions out of CodeChef and Lead Code directly. They don't even change their questions. For the companies that are paying higher than 50 lakhs per annum, they will give their questions from Code Forces. Okay, so that is how you can get into these companies. But please make sure that your communication skills are up to the mark. Okay, please make sure, just try to talk to yourself in English. Stand before a mirror, talk to yourself in English. Slowly just listen to some audiobooks in English itself. Why did you leave Google? For a simple reason, money. Some other company offered me almost 30% more. I was like, yay, let's go. Yeah, that's the reason why I left Google. At the end of the day, yeah, it matters. Money matters. Okay, and again, the three platforms. First, Lead Code. Okay, that is the hierarchy I want you guys to follow. First, Lead Code, then Code Chef. Do these, get good at it. Okay, and then go to Code Forces. Okay, what about GFG, dude? Like, in which year you are in? Okay, GFG is for noobs. Okay, if you want to see real type of questions, go to these platforms. Komal, just approach your career counselor. They will help you out with the same. Okay. For language, choose either between C++ or Java. Okay. Choose either between C++ or Java. Don't go with any other language. That will be my suggestion. Okay. Else you can do whatever you want to do. If you are looking for my suggestion, that would be it. Okay, so can we start with our class, guys? We have wasted a lot of time on this. I've already given you the tips. Please try to follow it through. The point is, I give tips, but nobody follows it through. Otherwise, you will get the results as well. Not C is for losers. Okay, it's for people who are still in college itself, who don't want to get placed anywhere. Okay, so let's get started, guys. Let's get started. So, okay. Now the platform that we are going to use for our further process is going to be, see, from now onwards, whatever we are going to do, yes, from now onwards, whatever we are going to do, you can do it from your own mobile phone. See, the point I am saying that you can do it from your own mobile phone is that you are able to see there are almost 1600 people live with us, right? So all these guys don't have a laptop. Okay, not everybody will be having a laptop. I want to make sure that anybody who's attending this bootcamp is able to learn, is able to practice, is able to like do the project as well, put it up on their resume. For me to be able to do that, everybody in this bootcamp has a phone. Okay, anybody in this entire bootcamp has a phone itself. Okay, so for that particular purpose, I will make sure that we'll be using an online IDE. An integrated development environment is basically where you get your, where you are able to write your code as well, you get all your file systems as well, you get some extra support, extra technologies, extra tools to help you code faster and better. That is an IDE, an integrated development environment, provides an environment for development itself. Okay, so we are going to use an online IDE. Okay, we are going to use an online IDE, guys. Okay, will that be fine with everybody? Please let me know, are you guys able to understand what I'm trying to say? Why we are using an online IDE? So that everybody is able to do that from their mobile phones as well. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Great, guys. So now I'll be opening up the IDE that we are going to use. Now everybody, even if they have a laptop, they have to use this online IDE itself. Okay, please not use anything else, so that we are all working on the same platform. Okay, you can use your mobile phone, anything that can open up a browser, even your TV. If you are having a smart TV, you can use it right over there as well. Okay, so let us open up our browser itself, guys. I want you guys to open up Google. Please don't code along with me. Just listen to me very carefully. Okay. Right over here, search for, I forgot the name itself. Give me a second, guys. We need to search for code sandbox. Okay. Search for code sandbox. Okay. Just search for code sandbox right over here, guys. Once I'm able to open up code sandbox, I want you guys to select the very first link. Okay. I want you guys to select the very first link right over here. Open at that particular link. Okay, it will just open up code sandbox. It is a free platform to use. You don't have to worry about anything. Okay, then I want you guys to click on create. Okay, I want you guys to click on create and then check up a node HTTP server. Okay, I want you guys to select node HTTP server, guys. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. Select node HTTP server. Okay, once you're able to select that, it will create a sandbox for you guys. Okay, it will create a sandbox for you guys. This is your online IDE that we are going to use. Okay, this is the online IDE that we are going to use. And having the files on the left hand side, as you're able to see, you are having the coding section in the middle itself. This is the code that has been written. We are not concerned with the code right now. Right now, what we want to do is we want to learn some terminal commands. Okay, our first job is to learn some terminal commands itself, guys. A terminal is a place where you are able to interact with the computer without the presence of an like a visual GUI. Okay, right now you are able to interact with the computer using a mouse, using a cursor, using your keyboard. You are able to like drag and drop files, copy paste things, all these different stuff that you're currently doing. using a visual GUI, a graphical user interface, okay, because all this is graphical in nature. Okay, so we are going to use a terminal to do that without doing anything, okay, without directly by writing some terminal commands, okay, directly by writing some terminal commands. Guys, please do not do this with me. All those people who are telling to repeat once again, please do not do it right now. Please do not do it right now. After the class, you can do it once again. Okay, right now just focus upon what I'm teaching. You don't have to code along with me. You don't have to do anything with me. You just have to listen to me carefully, understand what I'm saying. That's it. Okay, that's it. You don't, that is the reason why you guys are writing repeat, because you are not listening to me carefully. Okay, so please listen to me carefully. So we are going to use a terminal. So GUI is basically, the full form is graphical user interface. Okay, graphical user interface, guys. Now graphical user interface, this cursor that you are able to see, okay, so you're copy pasting files, so control C, control V, you're dragging and dropping things. So all this is basically you are using graphical user interface, okay, GUI, something that you are able to see and do. But a terminal is able to bypass that. Okay, the terminal is able to do bypass that directly. So by writing a terminal command, you can copy paste files from one particular part of the computer to the another without opening up a single file, itself. Okay, so that is what I'm trying to make you guys understand. Are you guys able to understand? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand? Please let me know. Great. So the first thing that we are going to do is right over here at the bottom. So this is what was opened up for me before I opened up this sandbox. This is how it looked like. Okay. So what I've done is I've close the files. Okay. To close the files itself, just click on this particular file explorer button on the left hand side. This explorer button on the left hand side will close down the files. Drag and increase the size of this particular tab on the right hand side. Okay, then you just have to drag the bottom particular portion and open it up for the entire page itself. So this is where we'll be creating our terminal. Okay, this is where we'll be creating our terminal. Okay, then you have to click on this particular plus button on the right hand side. You are able to see this yarn start. You're able to see this yarn start. You want to click on this particular plus button on the right hand side of it. This will open up a new terminal for you. This will open up a new terminal for you. We'll keep the files as well open. Okay, we'll just reduce the size of the files that you are able to see everything, guys. Reduce this size, we'll increase this particular size so that our sandbox is visible to us. Okay, if you guys are able to see everything clearly, okay, if you guys are able to see everything clearly, can we start with our class, guys? Great. So just click on this plus button. It will create a new terminal for us. Right over here inside of this terminal, we'll be writing our terminal commands. Okay. So the first thing that you're able to see right over here is we are having the sandbox written, sandbox and then the $sign. Okay. Sandbox and this $sign. This basically tells you where you are, in which particular directory. Okay. A folder is basically called as a directory. Okay. A folder in backend development or in computer science is called as a directory. Okay. A folder is for noobs. We call it as directory. Okay, we have to look like programmers. When we are speaking, it should be like we are looking at a directory right over here. There's something like that. Okay, so this is basically a folder, a directory called as sandbox. Okay, this is a folder or a directory called as sandbox itself. So if you want to check in which particular directory you are in, okay, in which particular folder you are in, then in that case, the command that you have to use is pwd. The command that you have to use is pwd. Okay, so right over here, pwd, the full form of pwd is present working directory. Okay, the full form of pwd is present working directory. Where are you currently at? In which particular folder or in which particular directory you are in? You can just write pwd and it will let you know. As you're able to see, when I'm writing pwd, present working directory, I'm able to see that I'm in the sandbox directory. I'm in the sandbox folder itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know, guys. Great. Now, if you want to create a folder, okay, right over here, let's see what is present in this particular folder. Okay, if I want to check what is present in the sandbox folder, what files does it contain. Okay, what files does this particular folder called a sandbox contain? I have to write the command ls. Okay, the full form of ls is list. Okay, the full form of ls is list. Okay, so it will list out all the files and folders that are currently present in the present working directory. What is the present working directory, guys? The sandbox directory. So what are the files and the folders present in the sandbox directory? That you will be able to do by typing ls or list. As you're able to see, it is showing that there's a file called as readme.md. Okay, so the blue color package, the blue color texting is basically a folder. It's a directory. Okay, rest whatever is in white is basically a file. So you are having a readme.md, index.js, yarn.log, package.json. These are the 4 files that are there, and node modules is a folder. Okay, node module is a folder. So ls is basically lists the entire all the things that are present inside of the present working directory, guys. Okay, that you are able to see right over here. What if I want to make my own? Okay, I want to make my very own directory. Okay, let us assume that I want to create my very own directory. I don't want to use these directories. Okay, how to do that? Okay, the first particular question that we are having is how to create our very own directory, guys. Okay, so for creating our very own directory means very own folder inside of, okay, inside of our sandbox. Okay, inside of sandbox directory, I want to create our very own folder. For that, we'll be using mkdir. The full form is make directory. Mk means make, dir means directory. Then you have to write what is the name of this particular new directory that you want to create. Okay, the name of this particular directory is, let's assume, intro node. Okay, intro. Then let's put a hyphen node, because I'm creating a folder. Let's see on these files. Okay, as soon as I'm running this particular line, keep your attention to these files that are there on the left hand side, guys. As soon as I'm pressing enter right over here, you will be able to see that we are getting a folder called as intro node right over here. Okay, we are able to see a folder called as intro node right over here, guys. So mkdir intro node. Okay, mkdir is basically make directory. What is the name of the directory that you want to create, guys? Intro hyphen node. So you are able to see on the left hand side, we have created a folder, an empty folder, that is intro hyphen node. Okay, now I'm currently my pwd. Let us check the pwd. Okay, pwd is sandbox. Okay, pwd is sandbox, as you are able to see. I want to go inside of my intro to node folder. I don't want to be in my sandbox folder. I want to go inside of my intro to node folder. So for that, what we are going to do is we are going to use something called as change directory or cd. Okay, change directory. Please remember these full form, guys. Okay, in interviews it is very common that people will be asking you directly the full form. That was the full form of cd. Okay, what is the full form of mkdir? What is the full form of pwd? Okay, all these questions, why I'm saying you the full form? I could have said, okay, the cd itself. I'm telling you guys the full form of it because it's an important interview questions. Okay, so cd is basically change directory. Okay, change directory. We want to go into intro to node. So just type intro hyphen node and we will be able to get inside of intro to node. So as you're able to see, as soon as I'm typed intro hyphen node, okay, but see, I typed it out. Okay, what if I don't want to type it? I want to just like put it up. Okay, I would just want to like or use an automatic filling itself. So just write int. Okay, I just write int and press tab. Okay, do not write intro to node. Okay, just write int, the first 3 words. Intro int. Okay, that is the first 3 words. Okay, and then press tab right over here. It will automatically complete it for you. It will automatically complete it for you. It will automatically complete it for you. Press enter, and right over here, as you're able to see, now the $sign is containing sandbox. Then inside of sandbox, you are in intro to node, and then you are having the $sign. Okay, then you are having the $sign, guys. pwd full form is present working directory. Okay, pwd full form is present working directory, guys. Thank you so much, Mukund, for helping me out with the same. Okay, right over here, guys, as you're able to see, we are currently inside of sandbox and then intro to node. Okay, so we have gone into intro to node itself. Now I want to go back. I want to go back into present working, into the sand. So if I check the present working directory, PWD, okay, if I'm checking PWD right over here, you are able to see that the present working directory is sandbox and then intro to node. Okay, so the present working directory is intro to node itself, guys. Now inside of, I want to go back to node, I want to go back to sandbox, guys. Okay, I want to go back to sandbox. So for that, the option is change directory cd and then dot dot. Okay, change direction cd and then dot dot. Okay, it will take you back to the parent directory. Okay, the parent directory is basically the father directory, that is the sandbox itself. Inside of the sandbox, you are having your intro to node folder. You're currently inside of intro to node folder. So you can go back again. Okay, you can go back again, guys. So cd dot dot, press enter. As soon as you are able to see, right now the dollar sign is just before sandbox. And if you do pwd once again, you will be able to see that we are currently inside of sandbox. Okay, we are currently inside of sandbox itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Yes, it's like Linux. Okay, you're actually writing the terminal command, so it's almost the same. Great, guys. Amazing. You guys are so smart, man. Like, whew, I thought that I will have to teach this once again. Okay, no issues. So you guys are very smart. Great, guys. The next what we are going to do right now is we have learned, we'll again go back. I'm so sorry, we'll again go back into intro to node. Okay, I'm so sorry. So cd intro to node. Right now, pwd, let's check. We are into intro to node folder itself. Now I want to create a file. I don't want to create a folder. I want to create a file, guys. I don't want to create a directory. I want to create a file. So for that, you are having another terminal. Okay, can you guys let me know how can we get another terminal, guys? Can somebody let me know? Can you guys let me know? Touch. Okay, to create a new file, you are going to use touch, guys. Okay, touch. So for that, you will be using touch, touch, and then the name of the file. Okay, here the name of the file is, let's assume, index.js. Okay, index.js. That is the name of the file that I want to create. Okay, that is touch space index.js. As soon as I'm pressing enter right over here, and then I am doing ls, I want to list out all the files that are present inside of my intro to node folder. Okay, ls right over here, then you are able to get index.js right over here, guys. You're able to get index.js present inside of your intro to node folder right over here, guys, as well. If you just open it up, you're getting index.js right over here as well. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Yes, Dutch will create an empty file for you guys. Dutch will create an empty file for you guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Okay, great. So everybody is able to understand. You guys are very smart, man. You guys are very smart. Now, inside of this index.js, we are going to write our first line of code, guys. Inside of this index.js, we are going to write our very first line of code. Okay, let me just make it small. Let me go into index.js. Let me close the file system up. Here we are going to write console.log hello world. What's the full form of touch? There's no full form of touch. Okay, touch is basically touch. There's no full form for touch. Okay, it is used to basically modify and create new files. Okay, target files itself. That is the reason why it is called as touch. Okay, there's no full form for touch, guys. What we are going to do is we are going to write our very first line of code. We are going to write console.log, and then we are going to write hello world inside of it. Hello world. So this is what we are writing inside of our index.js file, guys. As you're able to see, this is our index.js file that is present inside of intro to node. We are writing this particular code right over here, console.log hello world. As simple as that, a basic line of code that we have written right over here itself, guys. And then inside of terminal, okay, then inside of terminal itself, guys, we are going to write our rest of the code. Okay, we are going to write our rest of the code itself. Can you put a space between directory or a file name? No, not at all. It will treat it as two separate entities, so please do not do that. Okay, so right over here, guys, now we want to run this particular line of code. Okay, we want to run this particular line of code, guys. Now to run this particular line of code, there's no button, right? There's no button to run this line of code. So how to do that? Okay, our job is to run this particular line of code. How to do that? For doing that, what you have to write inside of terminal is right now pwd. Okay, pwd should be your intro to node. Okay, clear. And then right now you're inside of your intro to node. To run this particular file called as index.js, you have to write node. Okay, you have to write node space name of the file, that is index.js. Okay, that is the file name that you want to run. Okay, so you have to write node. Please do not forget to write node, guys. If you're not able to see this, please see node space and the name of the file that you want to run, that is index.js. Then press enter, and as you're able to see, you are able to get hello world printed out inside of your terminal. Okay, you're able to see hello world printed out inside of your terminal. So whatever code that you're having inside of your index.js, you will be able to run it similar to what we saw in sources. Okay, when we were using sources at that point of time, so this basically works in the exact same way. Okay, this basically works in the exact same way, guys. But what if I don't want to use sources? I want to do something like the console itself, where I'm writing one line of code and it is running, then I'm going to the next line of code and it is running. I want to do something like console. I don't want to do it like this. This is sources. I am able to understand create file, run file, blah 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 blah. Okay, nice. Okay, nothing too difficult about it. But what if I want to execute my code like console, writing one line of code, getting the answer, writing another line of code, getting the answer? Okay, for that, what you have to do is you are going to use something called as node REPL. Okay, you are going to use something called as node REPL. Okay, REPA. Okay, I forgot the entire spelling of node REPL itself. Read evaluation print loop. So REPL. Okay, REPL. We are going to use REPL. That is basically read evaluation print loop, guys. That is the full form of REPL. For opening REPL, you just have to write node. Okay, just write node and press enter. Okay, just write node and press enter, guys. It will enter you into that particular mode of node, that is called a node REPL. That is the official name of this. Okay, that basically works like your console. The console that we are using in the browser, it works exactly like that. For example, if I'm writing let's assume console dot log and then hi, so it'll just print hi right over here. If I want to do 7 plus 8, it will just print 15 right over here. So it works the exact same way in which our console was working. Okay, our console was working. If you want to quit this, you can just press Control C twice. Okay, so these are the ways to exit node REPL. How to exit node REPL and go back to your terminal? You can press Control C twice, or you can press Control D, or you can press just type dot exit. Okay, just type dot exit. It will just let you go out of the same itself. If your bin bash is not like opening and you are not able to type anything inside of the terminal, just refresh the entire website. Okay, just refresh the entire website. It will start working. Okay, are you guys able to understand up till here? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand up till here? Please do let me know, guys. Yes, you can install node packages here. We will be actually installing nodemon. Okay, we will be actually installing nodemon because we have to use it. Okay, are you guys able to understand everything until here? Please let me know. I don't know why my stomach is paining. Oh shit, I think so. What did I eat in the morning that my stomach started paining? I eat Punjabi, but I don't know why it's not working. Okay, no issues in that. So please, whatever we have learned today, try to revise it. What is the full form of node REPL? So node is basically node, and REPL is read evaluation print loop. Okay, read evaluation print loop, guys. REPL is basically something that is like so do try it. Okay, I think so. I just ate a lot. Whenever I see good food, I'm a fatty person, so whenever I see good food, I start eating a lot as well. I went to this Punjab grill today, Punjab grills. Again, Marathali, there's a mall that is there. I went there to eat. Like, dude, like it's amazing. It's one of the best Punjabi foods I've eaten for quite a while. So you definitely try it out if you guys have time. It was good. Okay, it was good. Okay, okay, great. Next particular thing. Shit. Next particular thing that we are Node REPL not understood. Please more about it. Rishabh, why are you not able to understand Node REPL? Okay, it's totally like it's basically your what you were doing in console. Okay, in browser we were using console, right? You were having like one line of code you were writing right over there. You were just pressing enter. It will getting executed itself. The exact same thing, that is the console. If you want to do it inside of the terminal, that is where Node REPL comes into place. If you want to open up Node REPL, you just have to write node, press enter, it will just start the Node REPL. You can, as you are able to see, we are able to write one line of code itself right over here. It gets executed. And when you want to exit it, you can just use Control C twice or Control D once, or you can use dot exit. That is how you are able to do it. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Great, amazing, guys. So once you're able to understand this, the next particular thing is to understand Node. Okay, so like I said, Node not just provides you an environment where you are able to run your code. Okay, it not just provides you the environment to run your code itself, but it also provides you with some additional features. Okay, it provides you some additional features that adds on to JavaScript. For example, JavaScript cannot directly interact with files. Okay, JavaScript cannot directly interact with files, but Node.js, okay, Node.js helps JavaScript to interact with files as well. So that is an additional feature of Node.js. That's an additional feature of Node.js, guys. Okay, so right over here, for example, if I just open up Node.js documentation, google.com, Node.js documentation. See, as a developer, you need to know how to go through documentations, how to use documentations properly. Okay, because you will be spending a lot of time in these documentations, figuring out new things, how to do a particular stuff. Not every, even me, I don't know everything. Okay, even if a particular task is being allotted to me someday, I go through its documentation. I try to figure out how to do it. Okay, it's not something developers don't need to know everything from the start. Okay, they try to figure out the basics. They should be able to do how to use the technology. They should be able to know. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Can't VS Code be used? Yes, you can use VS Code as well, but right now, as I've told you guys, not everybody has a laptop. That is the reason why we are using Code Sandbox. Okay, that is the reason why we are using Code Sandbox. Okay, great. Now that we have understood it, this is the API documentation we'll be using for Node.js, the latest version of Node.js. What do we want to do? We want to go into, so as you're able to see, these are the different modules that are available in Node.js. So C++ add-ons, you're having clusters, command line options, console, core prac, crypto, debugger, deprecated APIs, diagnostic channels, domains, errors, events, file systems, HTTP, HTTP2, HTTP3, generalizations. There's so many modules that are already built in with Node.js. Okay, there are so many modules that are already built in with Node.js, guys. What we are going to use right now is a module called as file system. We are going to use a module called as file system, guys, and we'll be using one of its method that is there. Let me just find it out for you guys. We'll be using one of its method file. Let me just do a control F, copy file sync. Okay, we'll be using this particular method. As you're able to see, you can go through the documentation to understand a little bit more about this method. So what happens is JavaScript is a programming language. Node.js is the arena in which you are able to exist. This arena has a lot of tools. It has a hammer, it has a chisel, it has a shield, it has a sword, it has a bow and arrow, it has a bazooka. Okay, it has a tank. Okay, I don't know why these two things are doing with something that has like just bows and arrows, but still they are there. Okay, so it has a lot of different modules, a lot of different functionalities that can use. These are inbuilt. Somebody who created Node.js, the person who created Node.js itself has put up these functionalities right over here. Okay, put up these functionality right over here itself, and that is what we are going to use right now. We are going to use this particular functionality to do different type of things. Okay, we are going to use this particular functionality to do different types of things, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Like I said, one of these tools here is copy file sync, and we are going to utilize it to do something. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. So it has already given you an option on how to use copy file syncs as well. So import copy file sync from FS. So this module, that is file system. Okay, currently we are in the file system module, and this file system module has a tool inside of it, that is your copy file sync. So we need to import. Okay, we need to tell JavaScript that from this FS module, this module is present inside of the Node.js modules. You saw this folder, right? Node.js modules. Do you guys remember that when you saw ls, we saw that Node.js module? We are going to require, we want to import this copy file sync method from this fs. That is, fs is basically the short form for file system. Okay, fs is the short form for file system. We want to import this copy file sync from the file system module, guys. Okay, we want to import it from the file system modules. Okay, so let us open that right now, guys. Why will I put up the attendance? Okay, I can do the attendance at any particular point of time, guys. The classes goes on for 90 minutes. At anywhere in the middle of the class, I can take up the attendance. If you guys want to stay, you can stay. If you want to leave, you can leave. Okay, the class is of 90 minutes. So right over here, you guys will say that I'm wasting time. Then you guys will only say that we require the classes to be of 60 minutes. Think about what you want from life. The first thing what we are going to do, okay, the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to import. Okay, we are going to import. Okay, we're going to import copy file sync. So we'll just copy paste it from here. Okay, because JavaScript. Okay, guys, JavaScript is a case sensitive language. So if this is capital, you have to write capital. If this is small, you have to write small. Okay, there is no issues right over there. Okay, you have to write it exactly as it is mentioned. Okay, import copy file sync from fs. Okay, import copy file sync from fs and then semicolon at the end. That is how you can import the copy file sync right over here, guys. Okay, that is how you can import the copy file sync method from the fs module, guys. Okay, the next particular thing that you want to do is you want to create a new file. Okay, you want to create two files right over here. So what we are going to do is we are going to create files from the GUI itself. So right over here inside of intro to node, I want to create two files. Okay, the first file I'm going to call it as first first.txt. Okay, and the second file I'm going to call it as second second .txt, guys. Okay, you're having first.txt and the second.txt files that are here. Okay, first.txt and the second.txt file that are here. In the first.txt file, I'll just put up some random text. Okay, inside of the first.txt file, I'll just put up some random text. Let me just put up hi, this is Shaurya from DevTown. Okay, so and I'm going to save it. So first.txt has some text inside of it, as you are able to see right over here, guys. First.txt has some text inside of it, whereas second.txt is totally empty. Okay, second.txt is totally empty, guys. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. First.txt has some text inside of it. Second.txt has nothing inside of it. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know, guys. Nothing, it's just a text file. I'm not doing anything. I've just created two text files inside of intro to node. Inside of intro to node, I've created two text files, first.txt and second.txt. Inside of the first.txt, I've written a particular line of, just like line of text. Okay, and inside second.txt, there's nothing written right over here. It's totally empty. Okay, I will close down both the files. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to utilize this method called as copy file sync. Okay, we're going to utilize this method called as copy file sync to copy all the stuff, to copy text from the first, that is the first.txt file, into the second.txt file, guys. Okay, we want to copy the, okay, we want to copy the entire stuff, okay, entire text from first.txt into the second.txt file. Okay, for that we are going to use the copy file sync. You can go over its documentation, how to use it and everything. So first, it's very simple. When you are using copy file sync right over here, okay, it takes in two parameters: the source file from where you want to copy, okay, from where you want to copy the source, okay, and the second particular parameter that it takes is the where destination file, where do you want to copy to, okay, where do you want to copy to. Okay, so what will be this particular line of code for us, guys? Can you guys let me know if you want to write this particular line of code, guys? What will be the line of code that we have to write when it comes to first.txt and second.txt? Can you guys let me know? Can you guys let me know what will be the line of code that we will have to write, guys? Can you guys let me know? To copy stuff from first.txt into second.txt, what will be the line of code that we will have to write, guys? Can you guys let me know? Copy file sync is an inbuilt function for Node.js. Okay, it is a function that comes in the file system package of Node.js, guys. Okay, first.txt comma second.txt. That's absolutely correct. Okay, why we are, so somebody is writing, why are we writing from fs? Again, fs is a module that is contained inside of Node.js, which contains this particular method called as copy file sync. Node.js has a lot of different packages that are there: file system package, crypto package, inbuilt packages that have inbuilt functions that you can directly utilize. So Node.js not just provides an environment for JavaScript to function, but also provides some additional features to it. One of this is its features. Just teaching you the features of Node.js, guys. An example and how easy it is to use them. So right over here, we are going to use copy file sync. I'm just going to copy paste it once again. Dot, and then then in parentheses, we are going to write first.txt inside of, again, quotation marks. I'm so sorry, comma, second second dot txt, guys. Okay, so we are written right over here. Okay, the code that we have written right over here, as you're able to see, is import copy file sync from fs. Okay, what is the difference between Node and fs? So Node is the Node package, it's the module. Fs is one of its subcategories, so it's like one of the chapters of, so Node.js is basically a book. Okay, Node.js is basically a book. Fs is one of its chapters, and copy file sync is one of the pages of that particular chapter itself. Okay, so once we've written this, we'll be saving this first of all. So once we have saved this, we'll go back into our terminal to execute this particular line of code. First, we'll clear this off. Clear. That stopped working, so we'll have to run it once again. Cd intro to node, and then inside of that, we'll be running our code node, and then index.js. Press enter. We are getting an error. Okay, somewhere we are getting an error right over here. We need to copy import for copy file sync from SFS. What is the error that is being shown? Syntax error: cannot use import statements outside a module. Okay, we cannot use copy. Okay, let us do one thing. We are not. So what is happening right now is that we have to remove everything from from intro to node and shift it outside, because our modules, the node modules that are there, is outside this folder. Okay, the node modules that are there is outside the folders. Let us try to do something like this. I don't know if this will work or not. Let us try to do that, but I think so this won't work. Let us check this out as well. The correct way to do it would be something totally different, but let us check. Yeah, this won't work. So let us do one thing. What is happening right over here is that our node modules, okay, our node modules is present outside our intro to node. Okay, outside the intro to node folder, our node modules are present. and we are running this particular code inside of intro to node. Okay, we are running this particular code inside of intro to node. We'll shift all our files outside. So index.js, just drag and drop it outside. First.txt, just drag and drop it outside. Second.txt, just drag it and drop it outside, guys. Index.js, we have to remove this file. Okay, delete this file permanently. Index.js will move it outside. Okay, now as you are able to see, intro to node is totally empty. Okay, intro to node is totally empty right over here. We'll delete intro to node folder, we don't require it. Okay, we'll just delete intro to node folder. Our first.txt file, our index.js file, and our second.txt file is outside. Okay, as outside itself, inside of the main folder, that is our main folder itself, guys. So what we are going to do is, we are going to again run the code. Again, we are going to go into terminal. We are going to clear everything out. So clear, clear, and then we are going to run everything once again. Cd dot dot. We are again in the sandbox of pwd. As you are able to see, is sandbox. ls, you are able to see that we are having the node modules right over here. We are having the node modules right over here. You are having the index.js right over here. So we are going to run our file. Okay, clear once again. We are going to run node index.js. To run index.js, again it is not giving us the right answer. Cannot use import statement outside a module. No issues, will change the code itself. We'll use require if that's the case. Okay, so let's do one thing instead of doing. Okay, instead of doing that, what we are going to do is, we are just going to utilize our main thing itself. No issues in that. We are going to use our copy file thing. We'll just use okay, try that as well. Okay, let us try this as well. So const fs is equals to require s add, then fs, check this out. Yeah, we'll have fs dot copy file sync right over here, and this will work. This will work. There won't be any issues right over here. So what we're going to do right now is that, instead of doing what we were already doing itself, we are going to require the fs module first. Okay, fs is the file system module from Node.js. So the import statement wasn't working. Okay, the import statement wasn't working right over there. So we are going to require fs from node modules. Okay, instead of importing from it, because import statement wasn't working right over there, so we are going to require it. Okay, we are going to require your fs module. Okay, once we have required it, we are going to save it inside a constant called as fs. So up till now we have learned about variables, right? Up till now we have learned about variables. Okay, we have learned about var or variables itself. Now with variables, what happens is that, okay, so with var or variables itself, what happens is that you are having, so for example, var a is equals to 3. Now you can change it. Okay, you can change it at any particular point of time. You can change it at any particular point of time. You can update it as a is equals to 6. You can do a is equals to a plus 5 or something like that. You can change it. You can change this variable. That is why it is called as variable, because you can change it. You can update it. You can modify it at any particular point of time. But what about pi? Okay, what about pi? Okay, you guys have heard about pi, right? Is equals to 3.14. Okay, pi is something. Okay, pi is something that you cannot change at any particular point of time. Pi is something that you can not change at any particular point of time, guys. Okay, it needs to be constant. Okay, it shouldn't be, you shouldn't be able to update it. You shouldn't be able to modify it at any particular point of time. Okay. Okay, you shouldn't be able to update it. You shouldn't be able to like change it. You shouldn't be able to modify it. That is where const comes into play picture. C-O-N-S-T, const. So if you're declaring something as const pi, okay, that is always going to be the same. You cannot do pi is equals to 4 after this. You cannot do pi is equals to pi plus 3 after this. Okay, you cannot do pi plus 3. This cannot be done because this is now constant. Its value is always going to be 3.14. It cannot be changed, it cannot be updated, it cannot be modified at any particular point of time. That is the use of const. Are you guys able to understand the difference between const and variable? Are you guys able to understand the difference between const and variable, guys? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand the difference between const and variable? Please do let me know, guys. Great. So we'll go back to our code. Right over here, I've created a const called as fs. Okay, it's a constant called as fs itself, and it is requiring the, so whatever I've written right over here, this is the name of the module. This is the name of the module that I require, and that entire module I'm saving it inside of a constant called as fs. That entire module, that is the file system module. Okay, the file system module itself require fs. The highlighted fs is basically the file system module. I'm saving it up inside of the constant called as fs. I'm saving it up inside of the constant called as fs, guys. So fs dot copy file sync. Okay, from the fs constant. Okay, from the fs constant, I'm opening up the copy file sync method. Okay, and then you are copying up the stuff from the source file, that is the first.txt file, into the second.txt file itself. I think so this should now work. Okay, let me just clear this up once again, and we'll run node index.js. It has worked fine. Okay, we are not getting any errors right over here. That means it has worked. Okay. As you're able to see, there is no errors right over here. We'll go back to our second.txt file. Let us check what happens. Inside of our second.txt file, you are able to see that the text from the first.txt file has been copy pasted into the second.txt file, guys. Have been copy pasted inside of the second.txt file. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. See, this might be a bit confusing itself. Okay, try to make sure that you are able to revise it before coming to tomorrow's class. It's very simple, just 2 lines of code. Okay, you are having a node package. Okay, node is like an arena. It has multiple different tools and technologies that are there. One of these tools is basically your file system or the fs module inside of node.js. Inside of that module, so first we are requiring that. Okay, so I require this entire set of tools, that is the fs module. Okay, the file system module itself. Once we are requiring that, we are saving it inside of a constant called as fs, and then we are utilizing one of the methods from this fs module, that is the copy file sync method, and that we are able to use to copy stuff from the first.txt file and putting it up inside of the second.txt file. As simple as that. Okay, as simple as that itself. Okay, whatever you are not able to, the full form of fs is file system. Okay, basically it contains all the modules, all the tools that you require to access the file system itself, all the files and everything. Whatever you want to do with the files and folders, you can do that using the fs module. Okay, fs module. Okay, file system module itself. Okay, so try to make sure that you are able to revise it before coming to the class tomorrow. Okay, otherwise it will be a big headache for you guys. Okay, so please try to make sure that you are able to do that while coming tomorrow. Okay, right now, you guys, I will be sharing the attendance link for today, guys. The attendance link will be open for 7 minutes. Okay, you can fill up the attendance in 7 minutes itself. Then I'll be closing the attendance once again. Send link, shorten, copy, live stream. So I've sent this link at 8:47, guys. I've sent this link at 8:47. So it will be closed exactly at 8:54. Okay, it will be closed exactly at 8:54, guys. It will be closed at 8:54, guys. Okay. No, I'm not an IITian. I studied from BIT Mishra. I'm not an IITian, guys. Okay. So please fill it up by 8:54, guys, and please be on time for tomorrow's class. Okay, we'll be continuing from right over there. If I write something in first.txt, then will it get automatically copied in second.txt? No, you have to write something in first.txt and then you have to run this particular like code that will copy it for you. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. We'll continue from right over there from tomorrow itself. Okay. From tomorrow, we'll be having the class at 7:30. Please be on time and we'll continue from right over there, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Thank you. And please revise everything and come tomorrow. Okay. Please revise everything and come tomorrow, guys. Okay. Thank you so much, guys.